In this next segment, we're going to take a few minutes to talk about the assistance that you can receive from the U.S. Commercial Service. When you come off the plane for the first time at this massive trade show, you're going to wonder, how can I figure things out? What languages are spoken here, and how can I do business? You don't have to worry about any of that. We'll worry about it for you. And over the next several minutes, we're going to show you exactly how we can help you make a success here at an international trade show in Germany.
German trade shows attract hundreds of thousands of buyers from all over the world. Preparations to sell to them begin months before they arrive. Senior Commercial Officer in Berlin, George Ruffner.
This is not something that you just decide to do one day, get on a plane and just walk around. That's not the proper way to do it, and you're going to find that it can become a very expensive proposition to come back with rather meager results. This requires planning, this requires preparation and work with the appropriate people, and we like to think that our folks at the U.S. Department of Commerce, both in the United States and around the world, are those people.
Help from the U.S. Commercial Service takes several forms. One is the buyer delegations that Commercial Service specialists bring from dozens of countries throughout the world. Shows like CeBIT become a one-stop shop for overseas companies looking for U.S. suppliers.
We have expertise that we can put at their disposal so that they don't have to search all over the world to find that link. We can actually help them make that link for them to a degree, and really save them the time and the investment that they would have to make to find these new markets.
These links are made every day at the show. Buyers are briefed in advance on the products of the U.S. show participants, and the Americans are briefed on how to promote, price, and position their products in these markets.
We met with probably 30 or 40 companies last year, of which several have become partners of ours. One of them, a very significant partner with whom we've done an OEM arrangement with them where they resell our products in Germany and throughout Europe, and we're reselling theirs in other markets around the world. So it's been very successful for us from that point of view.
Through these what we call showcase or showtime appointments, and these folks are not the American officers, not people like myself. They are what we call Foreign Service nationals. They're really the heart of our organization. So they're people who in some cases have worked 20, 30, I have an employee 45 years on the job. These are people who know the market, know who the buyers and sellers are, know who would fit the profile.
I'm here with my delegation, Korean buyer delegation, and trying to support them to find U.S. technologies.
And the Korean buyers he brought are finding them in Germany, and from this U.S. company from Boston.
I'm meeting with 17 different countries, their commercial officers in various parts of Europe. So it'll be an interesting meeting to see what they can do to add a few more countries to our distribution channel.
Haven't considered the Bulgarian market? Maybe you should.
What we try to do in Commercial Service Sofia is to promote the American exhibitors to the Bulgarian visitors at CeBIT, so that we're hoping that this will generate additional partnerships and more business between both countries.
Anyway, what I thought I'll do is give a quick overview of Quest America, who we are and what we do.
U.S. companies at the CeBIT show in Hanover make presentations to commercial service specialists who will help the Americans find buyers during and after the show. CeBIT is the beginning of a low-cost, long-term presence in Europe and other big markets for these relatively small companies. U.S. companies at CeBIT attend side meetings to learn how to get into new markets. A New York telecommunications firm receives a briefing on opportunities in Turkey from the Commercial Services Turkish IT specialist based in Ankara.
And of course, once you get a CE mark, it's not just for Turkey, it's for the whole European Union.
I got a chance to meet almost all of Europe, all the European representatives in one room, and that was really helpful because especially I know the person from Italy, person from Spain, that are providing those services right now, and say, wow, I need those contacts right away.
Where can you talk with all these buyers in the middle of huge crowds? The U.S. Commercial Service can help you here too, with renting a small booth, a medium-sized booth, or a gigantic booth like this one with its own elevator. Or you can forget booths entirely and try the CEO, a perfect low-cost option, especially if you're attending for the first time.
That essentially is your office at the exhibition. Simply put, this is a table, chairs, with an interpreter, someone who can assist you throughout the exhibition. You're free to go out, walk around the show, make the contacts, bring them back to your office, discuss your product or service, and it's a very effective way of taking advantage of the exhibition and actually sort of being in it.
One of the best features of the CEO for PrintTech is the locally hired German-speaking assistant.
Carolyn, our assistant from the CEO program, we were able to get in touch with her a couple weeks before the show. We gave her some literature. She read through it, so she was familiar with our product. And then she contacted these companies, I said, by phone and then by email, so there was some initial contact made.
I'm an assistant for PrintTech, one of the companies that's on the American Embassy booth. And yeah, I'm doing your typical assistant jobs. And also I'm trying to help them find their way around the fair, around the city, and translate things.
The commercial service will help you be successful here in many other ways. Advice on dress. Suits and ties are better than sports attire. Advice on the best receptions to attend for schmoozing. Attend as many as you can. Help with follow-up meetings in Germany and elsewhere in Europe. How to get publicity for your products and services in the Show Daily and other industry publications. International buyers appreciate that U.S. suppliers have the support of the U.S. government. And maybe one of the most important bits of assistance is how to get a hotel room.
Work with our people so that they can help you, recommend places, work with your travel people. In terms of determining where would be the best place to stay, where am I going to get the best bang for my buck, maybe you don't need to be in the town, maybe you can take a bus in or a train in from a neighboring town, because these shows, again, with hundreds of thousands of people, let's face it, the hotels, they say, we're full, this is what I can get for my room.
Here's German Chancellor Merkel at the fair, and she may be looking at one of the last hotel rooms in town. Let's review the key points. Success at German trade shows requires lots of advanced planning and help from the U.S. Commercial Service. Their experts bring buyers to Germany and to you from all over the world. They provide expert advice and support before, during, and after the show. You can rent space in the U.S. Pavilion, get advice, and have an assistant troll the show floor for prospects, and if needed, interpret for you. And the U.S. Commercial Service works with state governors' offices to put the full power of the United States behind our businesses. They pull out all stops, including, guess who?
Hello, I want to welcome everyone to the CeBIT trade show and to the California networking reception.
In that previous segment, we talked a little bit about how the U.S. Commercial Service can help you make a sale and to be comfortable here at your first time at a biggest international trade show in the world. And in the next segment, we're going to show you exactly how to make these sales, the best practices from talking to dozens of successful U.S. and other companies here to make the most of your time and investment at this trade show. So stand by, here we go. We're going to show you exactly how you can use this trade show to best effect.